Did you guys ever had a phase where you were always considered the ugly duckling? Well, fear not, because you're not alone. I have always grew up ugly. I just want to preface this video to say that I might mention some forms of bullying content. So if you're not comfortable with that, please skip this video and have a great day. Now I will move on to my beginning story. Oh my god. Let's go back way back. Give you guys some context and background information. I grew up at a time where social media was not a thing. I'm a 99s kid, so back then it was all Nokia phones and we were all just doing other things rather than being on our phones, like playing catching under the blocks, going to playground, doing like regular kid stuff. And because we had no access to social media, it wasn't a thing at all. We were less prone to comparisons to maybe figures on the internet. So it was more prevalent that people bullied you in the physical form. I grew up as a very chubby girl. I wasn't the prettiest, I wasn't the skinniest, but I felt safe and comfortable in my body until the day guys started bullying me for who knows what reason. I have no idea what I did to them, but I just got bullied a lot for my physical appearance. I used to like this guy, and I think him and his friends already know the fact that I fancy him, and one day he literally went straight up to me, looked me right in the face, and said that maybe if I lost some weight and went to the gym, then maybe this guy that I had a crush on would like me. And I was just like, what the heck? Honestly, I knew that they were probably kind of bullying me to get a reaction from me, but I didn't want to give them that satisfaction of seeing me being angry or seeing me being affected. I think the worst one I've ever got as a kid was about my chest size, because I was a kid with, I guess, a larger chest size for my age. And he literally walked up to me and called me like cow udders. But look at where I am right now. I am a woman with big full breasts that I love. So haha, I was like so damn confident because boys will be boys and they will just rip you apart. Whether I got a small chest, whether I got a big chest, whether I look like a skeleton or like a ball, they will never be satisfied. They will always find reasons to pick at you, because that is just human nature, and we gotta understand that these are really insecure people. This could apply just to boys and girls in general, and how bullying works when you're so young. It's just because they actually have something that they probably lack. They see something in you that they probably want or wish to have, and they don't like it. They just don't want to see you happy. That's why they're taking it out on you, who probably has not done anything to, I don't know, piss them off or anything. Like, I was completely in my own zone, and I was just trying to be very nice to everybody. If you are met with people who try to bring you down, you gotta stand your ground. I think it doesn't matter if you try to fight back or you keep quiet. The most crucial thing is that you never let them inside your head. Once you let them mess with things inside your head, then oh my god, it's gonna be so hard for you, my girlies. Because you're a kid, you're the most easily influenced. You lack the sense of maturity to distinguish what is right and what is wrong. You don't know how to filter people's words, and that's why you take everything with that grain of salt. And it's kind of harmful and it's kind of dangerous actually. It might carry on to your adulthood. At a young age, I was able to decide that all these are kind of nonsensical and I don't need these people in my life or their words, and I was able to overcome it. But I know for some people it really hurts them to the core. Small thing could actually be the manifestation of emotional trauma that you will bring to your adulthood. And people don't forget. People never forget. You cannot let these people tell you to change yourself. Never let anyone ever tell you to change your body, change your mind, change your personality, unless it's something you want to do for yourself. Like, for sure, if they're telling you as a constructive feedback, then sure, I appreciate the constructive feedback. If it's for some of their own, like, their own reasons, their own hateful reasons, like, oh, you should go change your face or something, you should get plastic surgery, then it doesn't really make sense to change yourself for them. You would always carry a sense of resentment for people who you change for. You get what I'm saying? You always need to change for you and yourself. I felt a lot at that time, but now that I look back, it was probably more comparable to teasing. It did hurt. It did hurt a lot because I still remember it, but it's more like a passing thought, you know. Going through tough situations like that as a kid is what really builds you as a person. You can really go down or you can go up. And I chose to go up. I chose to not back down. I had to go through a lot of boys and how they behave towards me to figure out that I am very secure in myself. I don't need to change myself to get a guy to like me. He probably isn't worth it if he wants you to change your physical appearance just so that he will fancy you. Because guys like that will never be satisfied. You need to find someone who likes you for being you, and it's not all about looks. Looks can always fade. If a person is so obsessed with how you look like, then he's never gonna be ever satisfied with you. You can be like stick thin, he'll still point out something that he might not like about you. A lot of people don't love themselves too much, especially in this modern age. Saw this YouTube video of a young girl. She's like 14 years old, and she was doing like a diet vlog video. Oh my god, like such a young age. I feel like their bodies are still growing. You still haven't hit puberty yet, and you need all those nutrients to grow up properly. So why in this age are we having young kids having to diet? Because there's so much comparison in the air right now. You're in a never-ending rat race with yourself. It's extremely difficult, but I wish to tell all these young kids that there isn't a need to change your body based on what society expects of you or what you see in the internet, because it's all curated. The internet is the most double-edged thing ever created. What got me out of that whole situation was my confidence in myself, and I don't really need a man to like me just because. Like, if you don't like me and you don't like my physical appearance, then go. The door is right there for you. Walk on out, man, because I don't want you to. I want a man that looks from the heart. And from a young age, I already know that. I want a man that can assure me that he's perfectly fine with me being in my own comfortable skin. And I think after that, it kind of stuck with me a bit, this very self-assured version of myself. I became very self-aware. I would do things to make myself better inside and the outside just because I wanted to. When I grew older in secondary school, tertiary education, I learned how to do makeup. I learned to do my hair. But it was always never to impress anybody. Nobody told me I had to up myself. I wanted to do it because I wanted to see myself look good. No one told me you had to go learn makeup or dress up better. I just wanted to do it for myself. And I wouldn't lie, I got a bit more attractive and I started to get noticed by guys, but honestly, I always felt very left out, or I felt very lonely because no guys would ever want me. But when I grew up, I was so independent, loved myself so much that I didn't really care if guys liked me or not. That's why I've never truly dated anyone in that age range until maybe my early 20s. And then I found someone who really appreciated my personality. I'm pretty sure he, of course, found me attractive, but he never ever commented a lot about my physical appearance. It was more of he really thought I was funny, he liked my personal traits. It was more than those guys in the past where they always love bomb you that you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you love yourself from a young age, and you will grow to be more and more assured of yourself. When you are so confident in your own inner energy, people can see. I'm not saying you will always attract like-minded people, but at least if you see people who only like your outward traits, your physical appearance, you'll catch that red flag immediately, and that is a cutout for me. You will also meet people who just want the best for you and really like you for being you. And I think that's the most beautiful thing ever. Baddies, keep on shining and never let anyone put you down, because you internally are beautiful and everyone has the potential to be the greatest person they can be. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.